It's Sunday, and you know what time it is. Sunday! Smack ho! Hold your diamond, David in the booth. Bam Bam, Tendo free in the zone. We break it all down. Smack talk, smack talk, smack talk, smack talk. Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's smack talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's smack talk, baby, every Sunday. I'm Dave on the mic, we breaking it down. Bam Bam right there, laying stats all around. NFL picks, yo, we chasing that win. Fantasy football, where do we begin? Prop bets hitting, over unders in sight, stacking them racks. Man, we try every night. Chat's going wild, throwing takes in the zone. On Sunday Smack Talk, you're never alone. Go! Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, money talk day. Smack Talk Sunday, rack it all day. Smack Talk Sunday, money talk day. Smack Talk Sunday, rack it up all day. Bam Bam with the lines, Dave got the takes, breaking down spreads, over unders and stakes. Fantasy fever, we chasing that crown in the red zone now. Never backing down, racks on racks. We be laughing out loud. Win or lose, we still hype up the crowd. This ain't luck, it's the vibe we command. Sunday Smack Talk, mic in hand. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Streams loaded, grab your snacks. Place those bets, set those stacks. The Smack Talk starts in 3, 2, 1. SST, SST. 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 Yo, wake up. It's Sunday, and you know what time it is. Sunday! Smack ho! Hold your diamond, David in the booth. Bam Bam, Tendo free in the zone. We break it all down. Smack talk, smack talk, smack talk, smack talk. Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. I'm Dave on the mic, we breaking it down. Bam Bam right there, laying stats all around. NFL picks, yo, we chasing that win. Fantasy football, where do we begin? Prop bets hitting, over unders in sight, stacking them racks. Man, we try every night. Chat's going wild, throwing takes in the zone. On Sunday Smack Talk, you're never alone. Go! Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, money talk day. Smack Talk Sunday, rack it all day. Smack Talk Sunday, money talk day. Smack Talk Sunday, rack it up all day. Bam Bam with the lines, Dave got the takes, breaking down spreads, over unders and stakes. Fantasy fever, we chasing that crown in the red zone now. Never backing down, racks on racks. We be laughing out loud. Win or lose, we still hype up the crowd. This ain't luck, it's the vibe we command. Sunday Smack Talk, mic in hand. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Streams loaded, grab your snacks. Place those bets, set those stacks.
SST! SST!
3, 2, 1.
I know. We
Doesn't
got to
get
get
it.
better with the
Doesn't
timing.
tie.
We'll get
That's awesome.
it. We'll get it. It's close. We're back.
Yeah,
Sunday's
we
back.
got 17 more weeks to get it right.
That's right. Exactly. 17 weeks to get it right. What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Just like the Chiefs and the Cowboys. They got 17 more weeks to get it right.
Oh, boy. Well, the Cowboys, I don't think they're getting anything right this year. Chiefs, maybe. We'll see. But Cowboys, I don't know. They might get 17 more years before they get it right. Which we love to see.
I will say, though, either the Eagles just aren't that good this year or the Cowboys are not as bad as people want to think they are.
Yeah, I think there's probably some, like, where everybody thought it was, like, this far apart. It's probably a little bit closer. But not having Jalen Carter, due to, fantastic decision-making on his part early on, that obviously creates some challenges for the Eagles defense. So, but guess what? Next week.
Also, you're not going to have another game in his whole career where he drops fucking 4 or 5 passes, CD Lamb.
I mean, probably not, but is CD that good? Like, did CD catch it? Did he? I don't know. He's no Dez. You know what I mean? He's definitely no Dez. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one. It'll be real interesting to see how the season unfolds. I don't know. I'm excited for it.
I mean, Omega, neither team scored, I don't think, after the weather delay. So I don't that might have had something to do with it too. They went to halftime, came back out for like 5 minutes, and then we're in an hour and a half weather delay. Had to get juice back up again.
I don't want to talk about it.
It was weird. It was a weird game.
If that game doesn't go to weather delay and we continue the scoring the way that it was going, my fucking parlay hits and I'm a happy person right now. But it didn't happen. So I'm a miserable son of a bitch and I'm just pissed off. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck the Cowboys. Those two teams can fucking go to sleep.
I'm right there with you, buddy. Fuck them teams. But they won me money on week 1. They sure did.
That's true. That is very true. You did end up being one of the only person that I know that actually won anything this week. Also, Tap posted he got a big winner too. So let's jump into the winners. Let's see what you had. As we take a look at this. This is a big wiener chat. Big wiener over here. This one in specific is what we're talking about right here. Look at this one. Check. What? Yep. No. Yep. No, it wasn't muted. It wasn't muted. Look, Bowling, it wasn't muted. I didn't have the source added to the scene. Now we're good.
So it wasn't me.
No,
Either way,
not at all.
All my stuff happened. Small bets are going to add up this year. This isn't no small bet, but it was a good way to start the year.
It was a great way to start the year. But basically, yes. But yeah. Check. Whoa. That's how it went. We love it. And then Friday night kept going hot. Look at this one.
You're right,
I'd like
Bowling.
to see this one.
You're right, Bowling. This was sus. Dave can't handle the fact that I had a big wiener on Thursday night, and he's just mad at me.
Literally. I got nothing over here, and he's over here slanging the wiener around. It's ridiculous. What's up, Herb? How you doing? This is why Dave is a professional streamer. I do this for full time for a living. It's my job.
So yeah, after my big winner on Thursday, I was like, I got my big win out of the way. I'm gonna take that and make a bunch of small little bets for the rest of the year. And my first one right out the door, $3 in the 15. Like I said, those small amounts are just gonna add up. There's another $12 profit right there. Mahomes didn't look good early. Really, the Chiefs didn't look good early at all. The second half kind of got them going. Kelsey with that long touchdown kind of saved the day there. Herbert, I tell you what, the Chargers look really good. Keenan Allen, I know you were sleeping on him. You're like, oh, you sent me a message after, but Keenan Allen did Keenan Allen things as I thought he would. Him and Lad McConkey are going to be, I think, a good duo here this year. I think the Chargers are probably the team to beat. I know it's just one game, but they looked really good.
Well,
I think you got that X wrong. I think there's a check mark there, sir. I see a green check mark.
Yeah. Well, look, Lady Luck strikes again. Keenan Allen is old and done. He is cooked. Okay. Keenan Allen is done. He had that early drop. So. That's what's going to happen the rest of the season. He's done.
No, sir. I think that, I think that one drop set that fire back in him. And, he didn't, I don't think he dropped one the rest of the game.
Look, he played a little country music. He wasn't as good as he once was, but he's good as he once is, and all that other nonsensical stuff. That's what happened here, okay? That's what happened. He remembered that, like, hey, at one point in time, he was a mediocre wide receiver who liked to call people out on the internet and try to say the people in his own draft class were not as good as him, when clearly he's nothing but a fucking third stringer in comparison to the greatest fucking receiver of his draft class. Just saying.
Well,
just saying.
Despite all that, he did enough for me to get me my parlay win. So he has all the good graces coming my way towards him, at least for this week. So we'll see.
Fair enough. Oh, we got a question in the chat. We answer a lot of these questions in our 2-minute drill. We answer a lot of these questions in our 2-minute drill. I'm gonna go ahead and save that here, and we'll get your question answered once we get to the fantasy. We start talking about that stuff. Absolutely, we will happily answer that question. I'm gonna drop it up in our Discord so we don't forget it real quick right here, and we will get going right there. Let me drop that right there for you, right there.
Yeah, so make sure to stick around for that.
Absolutely. What's up, Ring? How you doing? What's going on? Absolutely, Matthew. No problem. Yeah, you're gonna miss him in there. Look, this week's a good week. I chose the Chargers to win. I think the Chargers can win the division. I'm all in on the Chargers. I agree. I just think Keenan Allen's a little overrated. Toast. And I'm looking forward to seeing how Justin Herbert carries that offense on his back.
I definitely got the Chargers in my 8-team division winners. So we're already off to a good start.
Absolutely. Also, your channel, Dave, is muted. I don't know what that means. My channel's muted.
Well, that just means you need to hop on over to Sunday Smack Talk. Hit that follow, like, share button,
Correct. I got you. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. I should have done that. Maybe it said it right there. Absolutely. So my guy was the only one who could step up. Look, that's one of those records that in order to pass it, like, you're going to have to play for 11 seasons, 12 seasons in a row without getting injured and things like that. So we'll see. Yeah. I'm hoping that this is the season where Mike does pass it. That'd be great. That would be great. Absolutely.
Great. So happy he got it. But let's not forget that defense had to stop up, make that stop in the last drive. They needed to stop. Then they had to go out there. What was it? Less than a minute left in that last game for him to get those 5 yards last year.
Yeah, it was close. He missed 3 or 4 games with injuries. It was a difficult thing. It was super tough. So, Dave, we'll get it all together by week 17. Promise? Maybe not. No, Tampa's getting ready week 1. And your overrated Chicago Bears or Cubs or whoever the hell the Chicago team is going to get a reality check against the Vikings today. All right? I just want you to know that. I just want you to know that.
What is all this that they're going to be competing for the division? Like, I don't know do they not realize they got a gauntlet of a division that they have to go through before they, even get to the rest of the schedule?
I just don't understand. I just don't get it. The Bears last year stunk. Fucking hot trash. And people are like, oh, you just watch. I think Bears fans are the new Cowboys fans. Cowboys fans have finally had reality set in, and most of them are like, Yeah, we're going to be good. But they don't say it with their whole chest. Bears fans, whole chest. The only reason the Bears are winning today is yes, because I got it wrong. They play tomorrow night. That's why. Absolutely. The delusion is strong. Ain't that the fucking truth? Ain't that the damn truth?
Do they play tomorrow? Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah. They're the Monday night games. So I get it. Okay. All right. So here's what we got to do. I got to fix some things. So I'm going to hit this button, and then I'm going to do add your audio back so they can hear you. There we go. All right. So that works. And now we go to some Fantasy Frenzy stuff here. All right. Okay. This is working. We got this. We got this working. We got it working. Cool. Look at that.
Did you already make your team?
I have. Yes, I did. And I've already entered and I've did everything that stuff. So yes. So don't worry. Don't worry, folks. There's no more watching me build my fantasy lineup right here. No more of that. This, however, is Bam Bam's lineup. Why don't you walk us through what you got for daily fantasy today? Let's talk a little bit about fantasy football today. This is who you like today? This is interesting.
I mean, this is what the money led me to. You know, you're only given a certain amount of money, right? So sometimes you can't have who you want, right? You know, so sometimes you just got to make decisions. You got to go on what you saw in the preseason, even though the preseason doesn't matter, you know. But this is what I came up with. I think Baker is going to bake, like our chat said. He's going to be he's in the kitchen right now. He's not making turnovers, okay? He's not baking those turnovers. He's baking that sourdough, okay? He's going to be throwing it to Mike Evans. He's going to go for another 1,000 yards this season. He's going to give it to Cade Otton because Otton is that guy. And then, we got Brian Thomas Jr. You got Travis Hunter on the side, taking away some of those double coverages. I think Brian Thomas has a good day. Devontae Adams in a new home. I think he shows out today. Tyrone Tracy is going to show everybody why he's running back one. Him and Cam Scatterbo this year, going to be a great, great time. And then, like I said, the money gave me what I had. I took Alvin Kamara. I still think that's good. He's going to have a few receptions. He's going to run the ball. He's really the only weapon they have up there outside of Olave. And then my big gamble of the week is Trayvon Henderson. He had a good preseason. I don't know exactly what's going on with Stevenson, but I think Trayvon Henderson has a good day. And then all I had left was money for the Dolphins defense, so hopefully they don't shit the bed.
Look, I was going to make a joke, and then I realized maybe this joke that I was going to make is a little distasteful. So I'm just going to say, you're Ross. This is all over the fucking place. This is all over the fucking place. Look, triple stacked on a Bucs offense. It's about to put up 50. All right, that's cool. I get it.
Yeah, that might win me the game. That might win me alone.
But then you have to go put in a fucking 8 in your lineup. This roster's doomed. This is fucking doomed. Alvin Kamara is going to lose 17 fumbles. They're going to give him the ball 18 times in a row, 17 of which will just go right through his hands, and boom, picked up by Arizona. Arizona wins 133-2 because they feel sorry, and the only way that they can give New Orleans points is by kicking it through their own end zone, right? Like, that's what's going to happen here. It's a little bit of a mercy rule. This is incredible.
I know, this is incredible. This is exactly why I put Kamara in my lineup, because I knew that you would love it. I knew it. And, it just proves that I know what I'm doing. I put Kamara in it. You love my pick. It's great.
This is the worst. Other than that, I do like it. I'm interested to see how Devontae Adams does. I'm not high on him either. I like Tracy at 56.
You get down to the red zone. You give it to Carey and Williams. He can't get in the end zone. 3rd and 4. Oh, let's see. We can't run the ball again. We obviously didn't work the first 2 times. Let's just throw it to Devontae. I mean, I don't know. Is Stafford playing? I haven't heard. I mean,
right. That's the problem. Stafford's got a worse back than mine. And fuck, I'm older and fatter than he is. And like, holy shit, I'm telling you right now, his back is tore the fuck up. I don't know if I trust him, but Devontae's Devontae, right? Like, he's very good. I'm surprised he didn't go to Pittsburgh, play with his buddy.
And then,
very interesting.
And then Tyrone Tracy's going to run it down the Commander's throat all day. #pause. But, I feel like this is a great lineup. Minus the Dolphins. Because Daniel Jones is going to throw it all over the yard today against the Dolphins defense.
Daniel Jones right there. Daniel Jones is a starting quarterback. Oh, my God. Oh my God.
I'm glad he's not on my team anymore, but I can't stand the love for Trevor Lawrence when Trevor Lawrence and Daniel Jones numbers are identical, almost identical. Like,
Look, Daniel Jones got all the help in the world. All right. No, nobody's giving Trevor Lawrence a thing. He's had to do it all by himself.
I'm gonna send this over real quick if you wouldn't mind popping this up.
Sure. Trevor Lawrence has no team. Oh, come on. No, bowling. Bowling. Stop it. Who the hell have the Giants had? Come on now. I was being facetious. I was being disgustingly, dirtily facetious about this. Come on. Like, their teams have been largely equal. And Trevor Lawrence does get the narrative of he's had no team. He's had nobody to play with. He's had nobody good. You know, oh my God.
Can we throw that up there real quick?
Saquon Barkley. Look, Barkley has one good year and everybody's like, oh, wow, he's so good. Really.
Barkley was hardly only made like 8 games a year because our offensive line sucked, which is why Daniel Jones sucked because he didn't have any time to throw the ball. Look at those numbers. Win-loss, the same. Passing yards, to a game difference. Passing to interception ratio, almost identical. Completion rating, identical. The only reason Daniel Jones gets the hate is because he's in the New York market. What market do they have in Jacksonville? They have hurricanes every other week, so they have no media to talk about them.
I mean, look. You think if T-Law had, who the hell did the Giants have? Sterling Shepard? You think if T-Law had Sterling Shepard and what's the other guy's name? None of them. What receivers are we even talking about? Neighbors just got here last year. Calm down.
If anything, he had, if anything, maybe 1 year with Beckham, and that might have been his rookie year. And then there was a bunch of okay receivers for 5 years until Neighbors got there. And then he only played with Neighbors for like 4 games before he got injured. And then Neighbors went out and got 1,200 yards with Tim Boyle, and fucking what the hell's the other guy's name back in fucking Seattle? I mean, can you imagine what Neighbors is gonna? 4 quarterbacks he had to play with last year. He had a rookie record or a Giants rookie record in receiving receptions, 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns. Come on, you can't even compare these two.
No, it's not even close. Look, it's not even close. Look. I love how everyone's, he had Evan Ingram. Who the fuck is Evan Ingram? Who? Yeah, there's revisionist history about all of these players who are good and this, that, and the other. Odell Beckham Jr. was mediocre at fucking best. 1 catch with 3 fingers on a Sunday night, and he's so good. He's so amazing. Bullshit.
Bullshit. Eli Manning.
Dude sucked.
Manning.
Eli Manning. Right. Yeah. I'm just saying. Well, the argument there goes is like, oh, he was so good. He played with Daniel Jones. Nah, fuck all that shit. He was never that good. He made 1 decent catch. Odell Beckham Jr. was a mediocre player at best. Never been anything good. Doesn't make his team better. Dude's trash.
Keep my boy's name out your mouth. God,
dude's trash.
If he came back to the Giants, I'd absolutely love it. He wouldn't be a starter, but it would be good for the team.
He wouldn't make the team. He's got no knees left. He's got no knees left.
You're missing the point here. We're not talking about Odell. We're talking about the comparison of Trevor Lawrence and Daniel Jones here.
Kyle Rudolph. Just keep naming people that are mediocre at best, chat. You just keep doing it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And I think Trevor's came with Calvin Ridley. Who else did he have? Kirk.
Trevor did have better receivers in recent years. Yeah. They went and got Christian Kirk, who's I also believe is mediocre at best too. But the argument
better
there
offensive
is not
line.
Their talent was very similar, in my opinion. It's very similar. It's not like one of them was way over here and this, that, and the other.
With a better offensive line. These are your numbers for Trevor Lawrence compared to Daniel Jones, who had no offensive line for the last.
This guy played 2 fucking OTAs and that's it. Come on, he was not a giant. 2 OTAs, Darren Waller. This fucking guy. You have no idea. He had a Pro Bowl tight end. That fucking guy literally went to camp and was like, I don't think I can do this. I'm not doing it. Stop it.
He played 8 games, but he was more worried about his rap career and his divorce from his wife to really care about football.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Is
the only reason
he's back now? He's back now?
Only because his rap career was faster than a
It
fat
didn't
person
pan
running
out
a
so well.
marathon.
You got to get on that AI. Look, everybody can make rap songs now. That's interesting. I didn't know he went to go do rap. That's funny. That's funny. So on the Dolphin, oh, that tracks. That tracks. That's for sure. Yeah. But no, that's the point here. I'm looking forward to see how Daniel Jones performs with a grade A running back,
And-
an actual running back behind an
And we'll see
actual
this.
offensive line. It's gonna
And
be
we'll see
exciting.
twice. We'll see twice this year when these two actually play each other. We'll see what happens. We
That
forget
is
that
true.
these two are in the same. We're in the same division now.
Head to head. Head to
And
head.
Daniel Jones beat out a top 5 quarterback for the QB job.
Who? Wait.
Richardson,
Top 5? Like, mean like
top
top 5
5
pick?
overall.
Top 5
Yeah,
pick overall.
first
Okay,
round.
top 5 pick over. Okay, pick. Okay, got you. I got you. I thought you were saying like top 5, like, ranked, like Mahomes, Burrow,
Yeah,
Lamar,
yeah.
Josh
That's what they, that's
Allen.
what that's
you
what
know,
they
like,
said when he was drafted.
yeah, I
Richardson
get
was
that.
the
But
guy.
I could pick 30 quarterbacks that I would choose ahead of them right now. Right
Hell,
now.
there's backup quarterbacks that I would take Jackson Dart over him.
Jackson Dart. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
we're not
backup
even
quarterbacks.
Jackson Dart. Oh boy. All right, let's continue on the fantasy tree here. Here's who I got. Here's what I'm thinking, and let's get into some. There we go. Okay. All right. I got this. So, I've got 2 lineups here going on right now. Now this is
Oh,
for the real ones out there.
I see. You're like, you know what? Bam's already won twice this week. I have 0 wins, so I'm going to double down and make 2 lineups. Look at you.
Yeah. Did 2 lineups. We're doing a bunch here. So there's a couple players that I really like. People who I think are standout this week. And that is 1, Jerry Jeudy. Look, you got old man Flacco back there. He's going to have his Keenan Allen moment, okay? He's not as good as he once was, but guess what? He's going to be good once and hit that 90-yard bomb to Jerry Jeudy. So I firmly believe Jerry Jeudy is a steal. Very, very cheap points. I love to see it. I'm super excited. Then I had to go with some rookies here. I like Ashton Genty. I like what I've seen there. That dude can run the ball. I'm excited to see what he's going to bring to that New England defense that I'm worried is not going to be that good. Not going to be so good. So we'll see. Obviously, we're going to double down with Emeka on the other side of Mike Evans. I was trying to jam Mike Evans into this lineup. Unfortunately, he just cost too much, and I couldn't get everybody else that we want. But as we take a look at here, Devon A-Chain, Emeka Ibuga, and Jerry Jeudy are my 3 sleeper picks that I really, really think in daily fantasy, they're just going to take us up. They're just going to take us up there. Appreciate that, Crooked Commish. Appreciate that. Fields? Oh, Fields is not a scrub. Fields is going to show the Steelers, you never should have let me go. He is going to run hog wild. I think Justin Fields might have 100 yards rushing on the ground today. That's right. Justin Fields is going to be like, oh, yeah, Steelers, you think you guys don't like to let people rush for 100 yards? Watch this. I can't wait for Justin Fields to run wild all over him. It's going to be.
What's up, Mish? One, I don't. Jaden Daniels is going to have a terrible day against our defense. Our front
fair.
4 is going to be at him all fucking day. Abdul Carter is going to get his first NFL career sack in the regular season. I like you, Justin Fields. I think he's playing a little pissed off. Never really got a shot for Pittsburgh. Went 4-2, and then was like, yeah, sit on the bench to Russell Wilson, who went 6-6. Love Russ. Thanks. He was the best option we had. I think he's gonna be better than what we've had the last few years. Love the Bucky and the H-Chan, Jonathan Taylor. I love that. One thing I did stick out. Why are all the Browns players their full names, but everybody else is, what's up with that?
I don't know. Character count must be if I'm looking at it quickly enough. I don't know.
But back to the Flacco thing, I absolutely agree. I think that at halftime they're going to be down by a lot, and they're just going to be pass mode in the second half. So Jerry Jeudy will probably end up with like over 100 yards because he's going to have to. And then I love what you did here with the Steelers defense. I think they're going to get at it very often. And then who are the Texans playing?
Texans have the Rams. They got the Rams.
Okay, that'll be a tough one, but I'm interested in seeing what Jeudy does or Genty does with that starting offensive line.
I got a little worried because Justin Fields is about to put up a bunch of rushing yards, but I don't think the Steelers are going to allow a lot of touchdowns. So that's kind of where I was at with that. I'm a big fan.
I like the Njoku.
Yeah.
Everything I've seen from preseason and social media is Flacco and Njoku have built this like chemistry together. So I hope that continues onto the field. But the double Brown stack is kind of interesting to me.
100%. Look, I looked at it and I said, man, can the Bengals actually play defense? And all signs lead to no. So I think that game might be the most high scoring game out there. I think the Bengals might win today 45-40. I really do. I think it might be that way. It just, what did the Bengals do to show us that they got better defensively in the offseason? I don't think they did.
I really like that Jacoby Myers too.
Sneaky. I know he wants to trade. I know he wants to get out of there.
Yeah, but I know. But what's his name just retired after being there for like 24 hours. He saw, you know, I don't know what he saw on the team, or maybe he just saw it himself. He's like, I don't know if it was what the team was showing him or what his body was showing him. I'm not really sure. Maybe, coach, quarterback play, whatever it was. Jacoby Myers, whether he's playing for the trade or because you don't want to go out there and have shit tape because no one's going to want to trade for you.
That's true.
So if you are forcing a trade and you want to get out, go out there and show people why they should go and drop a few early draft picks or whatever they need to get you. So
go ball out. Go ball out. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I like it. I like this play. I think it's all going to come together nicely and lead me to the promised land. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Now, this is also just for the classic slate of games. This does not include Monday night and did not include the Thursday night games also. I should put that out there too.
Last thing I'll say before we go on to the next thing is I love both tight ends here because of the questions around running games in both teams. Is CMC playing? Is he not? They got Brian Robinson via trade. That's cool, but like also great red zone options down there. The Browns worked out a contract with their rookie running back, one of like the 15 that they drafted. But I know Nick Chubb's gone. Do they have a red zone question? If not, Njoku's the guy there. So,
yep, I'm in total agreement. Obviously, love to see it. All right, let's get in. Let's start talking about some of the games here. In order for me to do that, I need to copy this and then go here and paste this real quick.
you talk about the Packers Golden? Yeah, I'm excited to see what he does too. What was he, the first round pick, the receiver that they've had in like 20 years?
Gonna work or what? Come on now. I guess I could just bring this back up, right? So we can start taking a look at this. So new segment this year, bet, bash, or bounce. It's kind of an interesting thing. Are we gonna bet on them? Are we gonna bash a team? Or are we gonna bounce? Because fuck, this is boring, right? Something along those lines. So the first two games already happened, and our Chiefs fans, you know what's interesting? Last year, we had a lot of Chiefs fans in the chat. Remember that?
Yeah.
No, where's all the Chiefs fans at? Where's all the Chiefs fans at today? I don't know where they went.
They're out getting fitted for their suits and their tuxes and their dresses for the big wedding in the off season.
Oh, is that what it is? They're too little preoccupied. Little preoccupied for the big wedding. That's interesting. Yeah, fair enough. Look, if I got an invite to that wedding, I'd be getting fitted right now too. Just saying. So.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'd be there.
Yeah, it's interesting. So, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to get into the first game that we're going to truly talk about here: Dolphins and Colts. We talked about it a little bit here with from the Colts side, right? Daniel Jones coming back. What do we think?
Yeah.
What do we think in this game? We were taking a look at this one here.
Storylines for me is the Dolphins look like absolute garbage outside of week 1 last year. I know Tua had a lot of like questions regarding whether he should continue to play. He needs to play less recklessly. But when the trio of, I guess we'll go trio with receivers and quarterback first. But when the trio are healthy and at it, this team is like ridiculous. Okay. 2 years ago when this team was healthy, how many games did Tyreek and Waddle both have 100 yards? Tua went over 300 yards. Like this team, when they're on offense and healthy, is ridiculous. And then you throw Achane in there, who's like fast as hell. Like this team offensively is good. Now, defensively, we'll see what happens. They're a little older. They got rid of Ramsey. Um, they have some other questions. They brought back, I think, what's Fitzpatrick, I think, from via Pittsburgh. So we'll see what happens there. I know when he was originally there, he won it out. So hopefully the second go around is better for him. But I like the Dolphins here. Just week one, everybody's healthy. I think when they are healthy, they can put up points every drive they're on the field.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Now you decided to go with the Dolphins. That's where you got. Now, see, the difference for me is I'm riding with the Colts. Give me Daniel Jones. Give me Jonathan Taylor. Give me all of the reasons that the Colts defense is ascending, getting better each and every day. They're at home. Until the Dolphins can do something, I don't trust them. I think they're the 2024 Dolphins all over again. I don't think they got any better. Bringing back aging defenders does not impress me. Give me the Colts. I like what I'm seeing out of this hungry team to get started.
The only reason I was gonna possibly go with the Colts is they're putting their Jim Irsay, the owner who passed away in the offseason, in the Ring of Honor today at the game.
Yep.
So they're gonna be playing with all that. But like
Emotional.
I said, I think the offense is just that good when it's that good.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We will have to see. That's true. The Colts rookie tight end does look amazing.
Oh, I hope
that is true.
No, I hope he's a dog. I have him on 3 of my 4 fantasy teams. So I hope he absolutely goes off.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah, looking forward to seeing how those play out. We got the Steelers and the Jets. Bowler, in case you forgot, the Jets is supposed to be your team, Bowler. But now you flipped over to be a Lions fan. Yada, yada, yada. I'm going to kick us off with this one. I still like the Steelers. I want the Jets to win. I would like them to win from a narrative standpoint, right? Like the Jets deserve some redemption. They like, maybe not deserves the wrong word, but like it would be nice for the Jets to get a little something back in their life and Jets fans to have some hope after Aaron Rodgers just stomped out their dreams over the last 2 years. And I would love to see Justin Fields get a little bit of that. Hey, man, I was good for your team last year, and you just shipped me out like I was a fucking FedEx package. Unfortunately, I just don't think they're that talented, and I don't think they're going to be coached that well. I like the Steelers in a very low-scoring game, something like, 16-10, but I do think Justin Fields runs wild. So we'll see. We'll have to see.
Oh, for sure. Okay, so I love the storyline around this whole game, right? Not just the quarterbacks. You got the rookie. Believe he's a rookie head coach in the Jets. Coming in against the veteran coach in Tomlin. You got the nursing home quarterback for the Steelers versus the guy who proved that he wasn't given the fair shot. DK coming over. The Steelers going all in on both sides of the ball. It's like pretty much they're all or nothing year. Against the Jets, who just haven't been very good. Now, again, 2 years ago, it was supposed to be their year. The quarterback gets hurt like 16 seconds into the season.
That was such a good year.
That
was such a good year.
Yeah. Then last year, he continued the team continued to bring everybody that the quarterback wanted to bring in from high school years to college. Whoever he played with, they were on the team. So, I do have the Steelers winning as well. But I think the Jets are going to be a little better than people think this year. And I think that Justin Fields just hasn't been given, a fair shakeout. This is a tough matchup. Like I said, they got Watt, they got Ramsey. I think that defense is very, but I think Fields is better than people continue to like. He went 4-2, 10 touchdowns. Like he played very well. Like, yeah, he's a game man. Like he's not like gonna, be the.
Too bad he ain't got a good one tapping. Too bad.
But he does enough to win you games. But not.
I agree with you. So who are you taking today? Steelers. Boom. There it is. That's a terrible check mark. That's also a terrible check mark. There we go.
I'll triple down on it. That's fine.
There we go. I can't do a check mark. It's not working. And that's hilarious, Tap. Look, I'm not going to lie, Tappin. I'm not going to lie. You thinking Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback is hilarious in 2011. It's hilarious in 2016 and it's hilarious in 2025. It's just hilarious. So yeah, DK with a good quarterback is dangerous. We saw that when he had Russell Wilson and he could go over the top. It was amazing. But
I'll be
it's
happy to
2025.
agree with you, Tappan. That's why I got DK on a few of my fantasy teams because I do believe not only because he's a good wide receiver, he's really one of their only wide receivers. So who else are you going to throw the ball to?
It's very true.
I mean,
Don't they have they got tight end, right?
Cal. They got tight ends for days. They got 3 really good tight ends.
There it is.
And then they got the that I can't remember his name, but he's a really fast young wide receiver, Calvin Austin. I think he's very good.
Yeah. He's quick. He's quick. Absolutely. It makes sense. We'll see what happens.
But in the red zone, who else do you want but DK? He's tall, muscular. You know, he's gonna get some.
Yeah, you just got to make sure they get on the same page and they're good to go. And you got to make sure that your quarterback can actually play football. Like the quarterback had a great camp last year, right? Aaron Rodgers had a really good camp last year with the Jets, and he was doing all the things, right? Throwing the ball in trash cans from 80 yards out. And everyone's like, oh, his arm is lively and this, that. And then he gets out on the field and he just looks like a scared little, like, I don't even know what, right?
Also,
like he's playing Pop Warner and everyone else is playing professional football. He looked so bad last year, it wasn't even a question. So if he wasn't healthy,
it kind of goes back to the Barkley thing for me. You see what someone can do with an offensive line that actually can, block for more than 2.5 seconds. I think going to the Steelers with an offensive line that's better than the Jets offensive line, he gives them that few extra seconds to make a decision. I'm not saying he's going to win MVP or, whatever, but I definitely think that he'll have a better year than he's had the last 2 years, especially with Tomlin at the helm and, that defense keeping them in games rather than having to, score. You can run the ball a little bit more. I think they'll be better than they've had the last 2 years.
He's got to prove it to me first. So we'll see. They lace him up at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be a fun one. That will definitely be a fun one. Next up, we got the Jaguars and the North Carolina people. Ugh.
I think the big thing I'm looking forward to here is Travis Hunter. What does he do?
Travis Hunter played both sides of the ball, right? What is he primarily? Is he a receiver or cornerback primarily?
Yeah, he's wide receiver too on offense, and then he's like the backup to the second string corner, so he's like the 4th corner.
Gotcha.
People keep saying that he's like the backup corner. Yeah, he's the backup so he's like the 4th string corner. They did say he's going to be playing both sides of the ball, but I would imagine that he probably comes in on 3rd down passing plays,
Okay. Yeah.
And then I think it's probably going to be like an 80-20 if I had to say, or 70-30.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. I look at this game and I look at this and I just say, oh my gosh. It gets me to the point where I'm like, man, are the Jaguars going to blow this game wide open, or is this the year the Panthers actually take a step forward and they're semi-competitive?
So KB, stick around. We answer all those questions in the 2-minute drill. We have another segment or 2 before we get to questions.
Absolutely.
But we will definitely get to that question.
Pop that open right now. All right. I'm just saving it down here. Absolutely.
For sure.
There we go. Love to see it.
I like the I think with all the coverage around Travis, I think it's gonna be kind of I wouldn't say a circus, but I think week 1, everything going on, I like the Panthers by 3.
You like the Panthers by 3. This hurts. I can't even I feel dirty. I feel disgusting. I need a glove for that shit. Jaguars win this game by 30. It's fucking easy. Panthers come back to reality here. The season has started, and the hype around the Panthers in the offseason is finito. Goodbye. It's that simple. Goodbye. Bye. Bye, North Carolina. Bye. My God. I'll jump right over here, too. Cardinals by 50. Fuck the Saints. What else we got to say about that? Fuck that game.
I think I like the Cardinals here. I do want to see Marvin Harrison actually do more than he did last year. It was a struggle to watch some of those games, especially being with the first receiver taken off the board last year.
Yeah.
I thought, Kyler Murray's not a terrible quarterback, so, he's better than what the Giants had throwing the ball last year. And you saw what Neighbors was able to do compared to what Harrison. So I would just like to see him get more involved in the offensive play calling, whether that's him on him or the coaches. I don't know, but you just got to get open.
Their quarterback likes to take it down and run a lot.
So does Jaden Daniels, and
we'll
McLaurin
see.
got his yards.
Well, that's true, but Daniels is that's a whole different talent than Kyler Murray. He could, he can really sling it. Murray's what's Murray's claim to fame? A Hail Mary to D-Hop? That's like his defining moment as a quarterback, a Hail Mary?
Oh, I'm not a Kyler like lover, but I mean, I don't think he's a top 16 quarterback in the league either, but I definitely think he's the starter for a reason.
Yeah, that reason might be they just got nobody else. But we'll see. Again, the Cardinals always have that hype, and then by the end of the thing, by the middle of the season, they're just like everybody. They just Cardinals do the same thing, but they start out hot. Is it something to do with Call of Duty? Yeah. What's going on with Call of Duty? Is it extra experience weekend? What's going on in Call of Duty? I don't know. I don't play Call of Duty. I know you play some more Call of Duty. What's going on Call of Duty this weekend? Are we cooked with this pick?
Honestly, haven't touched that game in about 2 months.
Oh, really? Okay, gotcha. All right, fair enough. All right, so they know.
I've been playing a lot of Madden and college
NCAA?
football. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. Okay, all right, fair enough. Fair enough then. Fair enough.
When they started adding clowns and Beavis and Butthead into the game, it was kind of like, gotta go.
They made a little Fortnite, too much like Fortnite. And you're like, I did this 5 years ago. The fuck?
Yeah.
I hear you that. So, JBD, if you're betting on that,
alarm.
They will take your money.
Hit that alarm.
Hit the alarm. What are we saying? Giants coming up?
Yeah. Hit the alarm. Yeah, baby. We got an upset. Upset week 1. I don't think it's an upset, but, the professionals are calling it upset. And I got the Giants not only covering the 5.5, but taking the victory.
Not only covering the 5.5, but also taking the victory. Well, that's super, super interesting. I don't know. I like it. Russ is the starting quarterback, right? And then is Jackson Dart number 2, or is it Jameis right now?
Jackson Dart is number 2.
Jackson Dart's number 2. So Jameis is nowhere. He's nowhere.
He's the third string emergency quarterback.
Man. Okay, that's fair. I also get that. Look, if you need somebody to come in and throw a game-winning touchdown, it could be Jameis.
Yeah.
If you need somebody to come in and throw a game-losing interception, it could also be Jameis. So I get that. Like you never know what you're going to get. 5 touchdowns
today, 5 interceptions next week.
Exactly. Or hell,
all the while
same day.
All the while still throwing 500 yards.
Right. Exactly. That is absolutely the ups and downs that is Jameis Winston. Incredible.
All the while still being the most motivational person I've ever heard talk.
That is also very true. This one's a tough one. I want to go with the Commanders. I really want to go with the Commanders. I really do.
Do it.
But I'm riding along. I'm riding along with you. I do think Russell Wilson comes in and gives the Giants what they didn't have last year, stability at the quarterback position. Low turnover, right? He won't make the dumb throws. Low turnover is going to lean on that running game. We saw that running game was pretty good last year. Not going to lie, that running game was pretty good. I think if you can play keep away, keep Jaden Daniels off the field.
Listen,
I don't hate. I don't hate.
I don't know if you noticed, but I am a Giants fan, so I might know a little bit more about the situation than others.
True.
Before our offensive line got injured, we allowed the least amount of sacks in the NFL before our offensive line started getting injured last year in week 6. Before our defensive stars started getting injured in week 8, we had the most sacks in the NFL. This team is not terrible. We just need to stay healthy. We do have the hardest schedule this year. I'm not saying we're making the playoffs, but week 1, all that good vibe in the offseason, things, happen in the NFL. We get this win. I'm not saying we're going 17-0, but I think this game, out of all games, and probably next week because we're playing the Cowboys, are just wins that we need to have for the culture.
Right, absolutely. Culture starters, season starters. I agree with you 100%. So
because then we follow up
today.
We follow up in week 3 with the Chiefs and the Chargers. So if we lose these first 2 weeks, it's going to be Dart time a lot sooner than I want it to be. I hope Jackson Dart doesn't play this year.
Might be an 0-4, right? If that happens, that would be
Yeah.
tough. That would be challenge. That'd be challenge. So, got to win these two. They're divisional games. These matter a lot.
And then
I
we
agree
have
with you.
the Aints in week 5. If we can win these first two, lose week 3 and 4, which sucks, but it is what it is. They're very good teams, and then play the Saints on week 5, be 3-2, and feel really good about where we can build for the future. So
I like it. I like it. It makes sense. It definitely makes a lot of sense. So, I think this game will be a fun game for sure. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be peeping on it, but obviously what I'll be watching today at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers running into Atlanta, taking over the Falcons, running them out the gym. I have no issues or qualms saying we're going to take this one. It's going to be
Absolutely.
pretty simple. Baker's going to hand it to Bucky. Baker's not going to do a lot of throws. It's one of those things. Absolutely not. I'm
Ban him.
Fucking ban you right now.
ban them.
I will fucking ban you right now. Where's my ban button? Where the fuck is my ban button? Oh, I'm not even like logged in to ban you right there. What the fuck? How come? Why can't I ban you right here? That's fucked up. That's really, this is my own channel. Oh, right. It's right there. Yeah. It's fine. It's absolutely fine.
We know you don't mean it. We know you don't mean it.
No, it's fine. He's a Bears fan. He's delusional. He doesn't understand football. It's fine. It would
you
matter
saw-
more if he actually understood football. Like that would matter. I would get a little offended, but it's cool.
Clearly
Like the
doesn't
Bears.
understand. He's a Bears fan. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Caleb Williams is going to do something good. You know what I mean?
I mean, he might. He has 18. He has 17 weeks to do one thing good.
Right. It's fine. It's fine. Look, Bucks are coming in. No Tristan Wirfs.
Anyway,
no problem.
yeah.
Okay. Vita's
Vita
playing. Via's out there. Vita's out there. I read a quote. I think
Cansey?
it was an AI quote.
Cansey?
Oh yeah. Cansey's done. Cansey's heard the talk about how he's undersized and he's not as good. And people think Cansey's done. Cansey's getting 5 sacks today. Cansey's getting
Hassan
5
Reddick?
sacks today.
Hassan Reddick?
Oh yeah, exactly. Hassan Reddick is really pissed off. People are talking about Trey Hendrickson and Micah Parsons, and he's like, "I got
Your
more
safety?
sacks than both those guys in the last 5 years." What are
Your
you talking
safeties?
about? It's insane.
The
It's insane.
safeties?
So yeah,
Safeties?
yeah. I mean, Antoine Winfield Jr. Yeah, that's my sneaky bet. I got
I
a
think you're-
defensive player of the year.
I think you still
bet
need help
him.
on the corners.
Can't wait.
I think your
Can't wait.
corners still need a little work.
Zion McCollum just got an extension. Jamel Dean. Look, people have been saying all offseason how Jamel Dean's cooked. He's washing that. And Jamel literally just said, look, I'm going to go put it on tape. I'm going to go put it on tape, and then they can say what they want to say. That's it. Michael Penix about to throw for 350. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, Tappin. Ain't no way. I love it. Look, between Herb and Tappin, your team had a combined 5 fucking wins last season. You don't know shit about good football between the two of your teams, okay? Who picked first and second in the draft? Y'all teams. Don't you come on my show talk about the Falcons gonna do
whoa.
shit. Y'all are fucking
Hey,
out your mind. 2 win having ass Titans, 1 win having ass Bears. The fuck on out of here. All right, I'm done.
I got the Bucks. You saw my DraftKings team. I got Bucky Irving in 3 of my 4 fantasy teams. I think he has a big year. I think
I
he's
have
clear
the
cut
Bucks.
number 1, right?
That was just all that. I have the Bucks.
Yeah, Bucks.
Sorry.
Bucks by 17.
17. Wow, that's a lot. It's early, but I mean, I don't hate it. Watch out for number
I
44.
don't know where outside of division hate. I honestly outsider. I don't see the love where it's coming from for the Falcons. The Buccaneers. It's still their division. I will say the Panthers got a little better. I don't. What did the Falcons and Saints really do in the offseason?
The Falcons
I mean-
did something with their offensive line, if I remember correctly, and I think they made smart defensive choices. Like they're trying to play like smart, but they're trying to get around that Kirk Cousins contract, and like
But
he's
are we
still
really
there.
we're really going with Penix as the guy. He wasn't he 1-3 or 1-2? Like
Yeah.
what
Look, he's young. He might still be great. I don't know. He was pretty good in college.
so is Bryce Young.
Yeah, look, you haven't seen enough to definitively say Penix absolutely stinks, but that's as objectively as I'm going to get.
Yeah.
People smarter than me will want more objectivity to see from the Falcons. Me, I already know. Penix is fucking cooked, okay? He's fucking cooked. Look, we extended Zion McCollum for a reason, okay? Drake London, lockdown! You better sit his ass, Tappin. Sit his ass! let's move on. Bengals and Browns. I'm a little too animated today. I'm
I
sorry.
don't.
I better
I
turn
don't
this
really think
fan
there's
on.
much
Get
to
a little
talk
warm.
about here. I think the Bengals by a lot. I think their Bengals defense still needs a lot of work. They didn't really do much of anything outside of drafting a guy who refused to sign his contract until probably last night. I feel like it went on forever. Um, I know he signed like a couple weeks ago, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Their front office is a mess. Okay,
yeah,
Bengals
they're just
fans, your front office is a
well,
mess.
they're not as bad as Dallas, but yeah, they're bad.
That's true.
They got the
Take forever to
Henderson
sign
thing
people,
done.
trade people
Yeah,
last minute. Fuck.
yeah, but their offense is going to score enough points against the Browns at least to win this game.
I don't disagree with you. I also think, I just think it's going to be a very high scoring game, and I think it'll be closer than people give it credit to, like that 45-40. But I'm with
As
you.
much as that,
I like the Bengals.
as much as that storyline would be good, but I also think he's been already named the number 3 quarterback, so we would only see him if Flacco or Dylan Gabriel gets injured.
Yes,
So
I've heard the same thing. Yeah, Sanders is.
the
Yeah,
emergency
I
third.
like Sanders. I'm a big Sanders fan. I wanted him to come to the Bucks so badly, but for whatever reason, we've got Baker Mayfield. So it is what it is. You know, I'm just a
Yeah.
big, huge Sanders fan, and so I hope so. But I'm with you. I've read somewhere that like nobody expects him to play a single down this year. If he plays, it's because of massive injury, and they're like, you know, they're in a really bad spot.
So what's going to end up happening is the Browns are going to start like 0-4. They're going to play the other guy. He'll go like 1-3, and then
Yeah.
the clamoring for the Sanders thing will come in, and he'll go like, so that's 8 games. He'll go 1-7,
Right,
and then you'll
something
have
like
the
that.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be real interesting.
And then-
Not a lot of talent on the team.
yeah, they'll have the first overall pick next year, and unfortunately, Archie Manning will be a Brown. That's just how it's going to be.
Oh God, they're going to get all the quarterbacks. All they do is draft quarterbacks. That would be
Yeah,
hilarious.
you've seen the guy's jersey where there's
I
a
know.
bunch of just
yeah, it's
it's
wild.
like a mile long now.
Oh, that's wild. That's absolutely wild.
It's like the Infinity
Yeah.
Stones. You got to collect them all.
I guess so. Fuck that. Like they got them on their hands, their feet, their toes, their eyebrows, their eyelashes, every hair follicle. They got them all. It's wild. It's wild. So that's true. Dallas does overpay for awful talent. That is also very true. So if they weren't willing to overpay for Micah, what does that tell you about Micah's talent? Overrated. Overrated.
He's going to be on a
Anyway.
snap count today too. When we get to that game, I'm sure we'll talk about it. But they said that he'll be on a snap count in Green Bay.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see.
Yes, we will. We absolutely will. So, Indy is tanking to get Manning. No shot, Herb. Oh my God! Look at this.
No.
Look at it. They're tanking. Nobody's tanking. This is the NFL. This is the NFL. What's up, Cub King? How you doing? If he gets drafted by Indy, demand a trade instantly. That'd be the most Manning thing to do. 6 QBs are currently projected to go in the first round next draft. Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot.
That would be actually pretty story. That would be like really cool. So, Daniel Jones takes a Manning's job just to get his job taken by a Manning.
That would be a full circle moment.
Yeah.
Good
Goes
television.
where Uncle Peyton, but I don't think, I mean, obviously you have no say where you get drafted, right? I mean, they do
Right.
nowadays, it seems like, but could you imagine? I don't know if I'd want to. It's like LeBron thing. I don't
Right.
think I'd play in Peyton's.
I don't know if Indy actually
shadow
wants it, right? Like fans might, the front office might be like, no, you know what? If he comes in and he doesn't live up to how Peyton played, that's a real big letdown, right? Like there's just so much that you have to think of, like the stock of your team and everything else. I don't know. But
And I was never a true Eli lover. Like, great, he won us 2 Super Bowls, but like, if Archie comes in and can't win 2 Super Bowls, he'll never be good as Eli. Like it
Right.
just,
right.
even
Right,
if
it's
he
one of
gets
those
us one,
things,
we drafted him.
Yeah, 100%. It's one of those things. It's a very strange dichotomy with family, legacy, and all that good stuff. So I don't know, but I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more about that as the season goes on. The next game to choose here is the Raiders and Patriots. This is a tough one. I'm not sure this game's going to be entertaining, but
this is probably my least looking forward to game of the day.
I'm going with the Raiders. Upset alert, right? Upset alert. I'm pretty sure this is an upset pick here. I think the Patriots are favored in everything I've seen.
Yeah, I think so.
So we're sounding the alarms. This is the upset alert right here. I like the Raiders. Give me Ashton Genty. I don't think the Patriots got better defensively. I don't think that Mike Vrabel fundamentally changes the team. Drake May's going to be good, but I just think the Raiders got a lot of firepower on offense between Bowers and Genty. Give me the Raiders. I know if Lord Richter was here, he'd approved, but outside of that, nobody else would really care about this game.
As crazy as it sounds, I got the Patriots. I know him coming in, he had only been there a week, but had Cooper still been there, it would have been another weapon for the Raiders. I think Stephon Diggs has a chip on his shoulder, getting injured last year. A lot of talk around him in the offseason with that photo of him on the boat doing the snow with his girls on the boat. I think the run game in New England is I think Genty is good. I think he's gonna have a great year. It did help that he played in a terrible Mountain West Conference in college. I think Stevenson and Henderson will have a better day. I like the Patriots here. It's a close game. It's a snooze fest, but I got the Patriots.
Like 13-10. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. It's gonna be boring.
Only because they're the home team. If it was in Las Vegas, I would have had the Raiders. I think the traveling, they're coming from the other coast. It's a time difference. I know. Does that really matter? I don't know. I've never been in the time conference or time change thing. I'm sure it has to affect people.
Yeah. Statistically, yes, that does say it matters. None of the players ever say it matters, though. So.
Yeah.
Now, this game should be hopefully more entertaining when you got the San Francisco 49ers traveling up north to face the Seattle Seahawks today. Division game. Some of these games are hot starting out week one. I love it. Who do you like here? Seahawks, Niners.
Man, this is tough. The Seahawks definitely are, again, chips on their shoulders, right? Not the season they wanted last year. A lot of storylines with the receivers last year and even this year. Trading away Debo. Ayuk starting off the season on the injured list. CMC, is he playing today? Yeah, they traded for Brian Robinson. They got Garendo still. Seahawks, Darnold looked good last year. He had better weapons. It's hard not to look good when you got Jefferson and Addison and
right.
Exactly. That being said, I'm going with Seahawks.
Seahawks, you're riding with the Hawks at home, huh? Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. Wow. So
this isn't the playoffs. I think we get Darnold. We got regular season Darnold today.
That's interesting. So I think you're right. I think we do get regular season Darnold. I think we get regular career Darnold is who we get today. I think. So Sam Darnold comes out and has the best year of his life with an offensive-minded head coach, right? You get the number one, number two receiver in football, whatever. Don't go come at me, Jamar Chase fans. Justin Jefferson is in the conversation for the number one receiver in the game, obviously, right? Like today with his youth and how good he is. Like that guy's electric, obviously, right? So
it's a 12th man fact. If CMC plays, it's 49ers. If what I'm going on right now is the fact that CMC is not playing, they're injured. They really just got Pearsall and the guy with the colored hair.
Juwan Jennings, right? Like they got some weapons.
And Kittle. Yeah. But I think CMC is a total game changer when it comes to their offensive game plan. And I just like the 12th man in Seattle today. We'll see what happens. It's not, a blowout. I think they squeak one out being the home team. That's what happens there.
Well, you're entitled to that. I think it is a blowout. I think we're looking at 30-13, 40 fucking Niners, with or without CMC. Look, the 49ers have the best quarterback that they've had on their roster since Joe Montana in one Brock Purdy, okay? Brock Purdy. That's all you need to know. Remember the name. Guy's going to throw for 400 yards. Doesn't matter who he's throwing to. Doesn't matter who's on the other side of the field. Doesn't matter who's on the running game. Doesn't matter. Dude is insane. Dude is coming to cook. He got paid. He's ready to go. Brock Purdy. It's it. It's it. 30-13. 49ers. Easy. 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 If CMC plays, it'll be 30. It'll be 30 points in the first half. And then they'll just be on cruise control the rest of the way. That's simple.
Okay.
That's simple. We put this whole Seahawks nonsense to bed. Okay. They give up Geno, who's doing well, taking it to the playoffs, playing well, come on. This guy cooked. This whole team is. Seahawks are done. Put a fork in him. I need a fork. I need to bring up a fork. Put a fork in him. I'm ready. All right. That's enough. We don't got to talk about that game all day long, right? We don't got to talk about that game all day long. We can talk a little bit about the Titans and Broncos, though, because we've got Titans fans in the chat. They've been waiting for this pick.
Denver by 3 touchdowns.
All right, cool. We're done. We're on the same page. Like, yeah. Is this even worth? It's not even worth talking about, right? Like, Titans are going to come out and do nothing. And,
but no. Okay. So Pollard and Ridley. They do Pollard and Ridley things.
Oh, go ahead. You talk about it. I'll be back. You talk about this. I got shit to talk about the Titans. Cam Ward? Who? Hey, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Cam Ward will have an okay day. They're relying a lot on Pollard, with Spears being injured. Ridley will have a great day. I don't know who their I don't know how to pronounce the wide receiver 2. The Broncos, they went and got Ingram. Sutton will do Sutton things. Bo Nix is back there. I think the Broncos at home, Mile High, the altitude. Broncos by 3 touchdowns.
Right. I mean, this is just.
I'm not a hater. I'm going off of what I see. Okay. They didn't look all that great in the preseason. They had a terrible year last year. They didn't really do much in the offseason. I mean, I think the Broncos are just a better team. They're at home. They went and revamped their team. You know, they got more weapons.
Bo Nix looked like the real deal last year. His decision-making was elite as a rookie. So, and most of the time, decision-making gets better as you get older and you get more experience. So, the fact that the Titans are just fighting in practices, in the offseason, like, no, they're still the team that they were last year. They have not progressed. They're not getting better.
The only thing I will say Cam Ward has going for him this year is he has to play the Colts twice, the Jaguars twice, and the Texans twice. You get those 6 games against teams that aren't very good.
Out of here. There's no way.
It's kind of
Colts.
It's kind of like the NFC South.
Very good. Colts, NFC South is a trash division. Yeah, you're right. But if Bucks don't walk away with 12 wins, we got big problems.
You get 6. You get 6 W's delivered to you because you got to play the.
We should. I agree. That means we just need to win 6 against everyone else. I agree with you. 12 is our floor here, right? I agree with you on that. The next game might be the game of the week. This is the one that's actually worth talking about.
No. And the one under it.
You think the one under it's game of the week?
Yeah.
Both
that's why it's on primetime. They know what they're doing.
They could have put the Lions Packers on primetime, and I'd have been just as happy. Both of them.
It should have been the Monday. It should have been the Monday night game.
Right, but instead we got the freaking Bears. Are you kidding me? We got to watch the Bears on a Monday. It's ridiculous. It's
JJ McCarthy. What have we seen from him?
I know, right?
Nothing.
Look, he's going to look great because he's got Justin Jefferson. JJ to JJ all day long. It's that simple. It's that simple. Also, thank you for the follows. We don't have alerts on. I do appreciate everyone out there following. Thank y'all so much. We're here every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time talking about this stuff. So just want to say that real quick. Thank you for the follows real quick. Unless you're Dave, did your choices become suspicious? My choices are not suspicious. My choices are rooted in expert analyses, statistical rundowns, okay? Herb, like I've looked at this from every different possible way you can. You might as well say Dave GPT when it comes to my choices, okay? You weren't feeling the Rams, okay? Oh, you got a bunch of, you talking college? I don't know nothing about college.
I got Detroit. I don't think the trade really changes much for me. He's been there all of a week. He's a game wrecker when he's healthy. He's going to be on a pitch count today. I think the Lions, I'm not just talking about the Lions because they were good last year. good last year when they had the league lead amount of like injuries. They did what they did last year, and they had over 20 injuries to players that make a difference to that team. Like, we're not just talking injuries to like your third string, person that left tackle. Okay, we're talking injuries to Aiden Hutchinson. We're talking injuries to like key players to this team, and they still were able to do what they were able to do. And today they're healthy, and hopefully healthy throughout the season. I think the Lions win today.
So I'm in complete agreement with you for all of those exact same reasons. Yeah, they lost their coordinators. I get that. But I'm going to add an extra flavor on top of that, right? I do think the Lions were ravaged by injuries last year. And I do think what they did, given the state of injuries, was incredible. But I'm going to go one step further. The Packers are over fucking rated. Why do people think the Packers are good? Their quarterback can't run an offense effectively. And there's only been like a handful of quarterbacks in the history of the league that have had proven success over and over again when you don't run an offense efficiently. And that actually there's probably one, and his name is Patrick Mahomes. And guess what, Green Bay fans? Your guy ain't fucking Patrick Mahomes, okay? These off-schedule plays where he like accidentally like throws the ball up in the air 350 yards and your guy just happens to come down with it. Yeah, time's up. That shit's done, okay? Huck and Chuck over there is done. You need to run an efficient offense. You need receivers to run routes. You need a quarterback to have precision. You need your quarterback to have timing. You need all of those things. And fucking Green Bay ain't got none of it. So I'm over it. The Packers come back to earth this year. Packers are, at best are going to be like 8-9 this year.
Whoa, hold on,
at
hold
best,
on.
8-9.
Hold on.
They're done.
Hold on.
They're cooked.
Hold on. Bart Starr, 27, first Super Bowl win. Brett Favre, 27, first Super Bowl win. Aaron Rodgers, age of 27, first Super Bowl win. Love is 27 this year.
What does that mean? Jack shit to me.
Saying.
Yeah, superstitions can be superstitions, okay? They can be superstitions all they want. Have fun. Take care, Packers. Jordan Love, take care.
That's all I've heard all week.
You're done.
From my Packers fan at work. I'm like, I don't care. Okay, so it just happened to be that they were 27 when first Super Bowl. They were also better quarterbacks than Jordan Love.
I agree. Brett Favre was a Huck and Chuck quarterback, and Brett Favre had been there many, many times before. Many times. So, DP Firefighter, we will answer those questions in our 2-minute drill as we get closer to the end of the show, as we wrap it all up. I've gone ahead and knocked it out there, so feel free to stick around. We will answer those questions shortly. So, favorite pick today is Tony Pollard. Yeah, you're the Titans. It's just Titan Homer here. Just a Titan Homer here. Titan.
No, it's smart because who else do they have?
I mean, I don't. Does it matter? Like they got Calvin Ridley.
It's like when Barkley was on the Giants.
I don't know.
It's like when Barkley was on the Giants. I had to hammer the Barkley bet every week because we didn't have anybody else.
And he got hurt all the time. Like that was not a terrible one. Terrible bet. Well, I guess not terrible all the time, but he was decent sometimes. So yeah, one of those things. One of those things.
So we're on to the 425 of the Texans and the Rams.
Texans versus Rams. This is gonna be an interesting.
Give me the Rams.
You like the Rams? I'm rolling with the Texans. I'm rolling with the Texans today. I picked the Rams everywhere. I'm going with the Texans. This is a really pick 'em game for me. I don't really have much to say about this other than I think Stafford's hurt. And the more I think about it, the more I think you need a quarterback to win the game.
I really like the Rams defense.
I do too. That's the problem.
I think it's Garoppolo, right? Is the backup. I think he's a veteran. I think he can do enough to keep the Rams. You got Devontae Adams, Kerryon Williams, Puka Nacua. I think Higbee's the tight end. I think Garoppolo can game. I think he can game manage enough against the Texans, and the Rams defense can keep the Rams in it. I think he can do enough to win the game.
I don't disagree. I like the Rams defense a lot, but there's just something about Stroud and the way that he just carries himself.
And Higbee's in a contract year. Forget about it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Higbee had like 7 catches all last year, and he was healthy.
And he's going to have 14 today.
And 14 today, I don't know. And plus, you got that Texans pass rush get healthy. They had a little bit of that Lions issue last year. They 2 of their 4 starting defensive linemen were out by the middle of the year. So Houston's going to be one of those weird teams. We're going to have to see. Cody Boy, we will answer those questions in our 2-minute drill. Appreciate you doing that. I'm going to go ahead and mark it down. If you want to hang out for a little while longer, we will be answering those questions as we get to that. I marked it down here. We will get back to that one very soon. So it's going to be an interesting one. I'm not like stuck on either one, but
Now this is my game of the week.
All right, your game of the week, big time game of the week.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bills hosting the Ravens.
If you love offense, this is not the game for you. I think this will be a very defensive game.
Really?
I think it's going to be I think it's 14-17.
Okay.
I think both teams are very good. This is my NFC or AFC Championship preview game. I think this is the first game of the week for them. I think this is the last game each team play before playing this. I have the Ravens winning 17-14.
You like the Ravens 17-14?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, look, I do have futures where the Ravens win the Super Bowl. I've got a lot of futures like that though. We kind of hedged some bets there. That's really, really interesting. So I would like to say the Ravens here. I really, really would. But
it's not December. We don't have the snowy elements.
I agree. Agree with all of that. But we're still home. And the Bills are at home. And Josh Allen loves playing in the home of the Bildos. You give me the Bills. I like the Bills. Only I think it's complete opposite. I think the defenses don't show up. I think it's harder to play defense early in the season. So I like the Bills 33-30 in this game, in a fast-paced, action-packed, let-it-fly type game. Lamar running all over everyone. Josh Allen running all over everyone. I like it. I like this. That's an interesting one. I see it completely opposite, as where it gets harder to play defense early on. Defense feels like it takes a little while to click. But we'll see.
I can see it. I can see it going either way, but I still see the Ravens winning. I think
you like the Ravens
offensive. I think whether it's whether it's a close game or like a shootout, I think the weapons on the Ravens offensive side, you got. Don't get me wrong, Josh Allen, reigning MVP, blah blah. You got Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson. He's older. D-Hop. You got Flowers with D-Hop now. I think. Isaiah likely's injured today, but you still got Mark Andrews. I think the weapons that the Ravens provide are just a little bit better than the offensive weapons that the Bills
tape.
are giving.
I want to know what you said about Mark Andrews all last year. Mark Andrews done, cooked, but out the pasture. No. He's over. Yeah. And now he's a weapon. He's a weapon all of a sudden. Oh my!
Don't get me wrong. He is old and terrible, but with Isaiah likely being out, he's just one more weapon that the Ravens are going to have now because Isaiah likely's not there.
I see. The tight end 2's got to step up, is what you're saying. Yeah. Andrew's got to step up in the absence of everybody else. We'll have to see. Yeah. It's going to be a fun game. I am looking forward to it, though. That's going to be a good one on tonight. So,
I just hope I can stay awake.
That one. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, so you got to get up super early. So
4 a.m. baby.
Wow, that's earlier than I'll be up. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And then the last game. Look, we've already talked about this. I think the Bears are vastly overhyped. If the Bears show me something, right, I'm willing to be wrong and say, you know what? Hey, Ben Johnson actually did something, actually transformed that defense or the offense into something. Great. Can Ben Johnson, can his offensive style transfer to being a head coach? I don't know. There's question marks. And I just think the Vikings have better coaching. I think the Vikings are suited to be there. And I think JJ McCarthy can definitely manage the game and get the ball to JJ enough for them to win this game. So I don't see it being a crazy high scoring game. I like the Vikings like 20-17. I don't think it's going to be a big blowout, but I like the Vikings on the road.
For sure. Okay, so they don't have Addison this week. Okay, they still have Hawkinson. They have Justin Jefferson. They have Aaron Jones. They went and got another running back who will get a lot of playing time. I just can't remember his name at the moment. I think the Vikings will be just fine.
Right. Vikings will be just fine. Herb, ain't no public apology about what? About what? But what? That the Bears happen to play better than the Vikings one day? Absolutely not. I will give you a public apology the day the Bears win the Super Bowl. How about that? If they win the Super Bowl, I will issue up a public apology if the Bears win the Super Bowl. But come on, the Bears the apology because they beat the Vikings? Are you kidding me? The Vikings? Come on.
So let's just scroll through here one more time
Close game.
for those who weren't here for the earlier picks.
I'd love to if I could get the mouse to work. So recapping it here. To start out the week, I had both the Eagles and the Chargers. So I started out 2-0 so far. Bam Bam had the Eagles and the Chiefs, so 1-1. And as we keep going through, so we're split on the Dolphins and Colts. Okay, both like the Steelers. Yep. We're split on the Jaguars and the team from North Carolina. I can't even say it right. Both like the Cardinals. Both like the Giants. Both like the Bucks. Both on the Bengals. We're split on the Raiders Patriots. Split Niners Seahawks. Both like the Broncos. Both like the Lions. We're split Texans Rams. Split Ravens Bills. And we're both on the Vikings. What a slate of games we've got today. What a slate.
Now, does this resemble your CBS Pick'ems?
This is, I think I might have the Rams in there because I made that pick before realizing that Stafford was like really banged up.
I also flipped the 49ers on the CBS. That was my only difference.
Yep. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, we're doing a pick 'em. Everyone knows what so we're going to use that to largely keep track of all of our statistics as we move forward. This is pretty close, but on Sundays you're going to get up to date. New information comes out, our opinions change, stuff happens, right? Those picks are made for me on Thursday. So this all changes. Everything gets a little bit different. And what I also did I put a little $5 on the money line of each of the teams that you see here. I've got them all. Each game I put 5 on. So we'll see what my record does and if that comes back to bite me in the rear end or not. But 16 games at $5 a piece is that's going to get costly if I'm not at least making some of that money back each and every week.
Yeah,
so
you better be right.
We're gonna see. I'm not going to commit to doing it every week. I'd like to, but I just realized like that might be tossing money in the toilet. And
so what I did is I paired 2 games and I made a bet.
Okay.
So I went with the 2-in-1 bet type deal. I didn't go every game individually.
Yep.
I did 2 pieces.
Nice little parlays, better odds.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That makes sense. All right. Speaking of parlays and things of that, we've got the next new segment. It's kind of a coming back segment. It's just a little bit different, but this new one is called OTWs, which is, obviously a lot of fun. It really means of the weeks. So we've got a bunch of things that we're going to choose. Sometimes we're going to choose parlays of the weeks. Sometimes it'll be game of the week. Sometimes it'll be bet of the week. Sometimes it'll be, D's of the week. I don't know what we're going to do. I just ran out of things to say there. So, but let's get into it and scroll back up and we'll get into our of the weeks. Why does this not work? I don't know why this doesn't work.
Our food of the week.
Food of the week. That's true. It could be food of the week.
I'll be snacking on some queso dip today.
Queso dip, nice. To start the season, we've got Cubanitos as always, and Skyline chili dip will be the food of choice for me. That's kind of the opening week. It's kind of a it's like a must have, for me at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone's got their own things, that's for sure. As we scroll down, we want to do one at a time here.
Yeah, however we can get this.
Boom! Look at this.
So,
look at this.
If you were here last year, I like to do passing, receiving, and rushing all in the same category. Here I went with the passers to all go over 200 yards. Some of these I feel pretty comfortable. Some I'm kind of just winging it, betting on the team's going to need to throw the ball to get back into the game. Aaron Rodgers, I went with this just because I think he's going to want to go statement against the Jets. Kyler Murray, this is kind of one that I kind of just had to throw in there to fill out the 5-person parlay. He could go out there and run a lot and totally not get anywhere near 200 yards. I'm hoping that him and Marvin Harrison can connect early and often and I smashed this out of the park. Joe Flacco for me, again, is that reason of we're going to be down big in the second half. It's going to be 5-yard dump, 7-yard dump, and it's going to add up to 200 yards. It's all said and done. Like I said earlier, Baker's going to be tossing it to everybody. Receivers, running backs, tight ends, cheerleaders on the side. He might even, throw it to the other team once or twice, but he'll get 200 yards.
Once
And
or
then
twice.
Bo Nix, Sutton, Ingram, running backs out of the backfield. He'll against that Titans team, I think he'll get 200 yards, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
I think so. I like this one. So also, Bam Bam's been hot. Okay, so take that with a grain of salt. I physically couldn't bring myself to press the button on an Aaron Rodgers bet myself, but other than that, I do like this a lot. I think 200 yards is probably doable though. So I would.
I feel
would
like
have
that's
to
the
say I
average,
agree with
right? It's and if not, they're like 190, like for a quarterback to not hit like over 175 to be close to that 200 mark is, I feel, kind of rare. So
Yeah.
I feel like 200 is pretty doable.
I agree with you on that. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, it feels like in
Mine-
2025 for sure.
Outside of injuries or getting benched for bad play, I feel like 200 is like the where you need to be.
Yep. That I agree
And
with you
then
on.
this one I kind of did mixture of yards and receptions. Well, really just mainly receptions and yards for neighbors. I got my 2 LSU boys up there with Malik getting 50 yards. I honestly could see that in one play. We all know Russ likes to throw the deep bomb. I think we're going to want to set it early message. I think Malik gets that in the first quarter with a deep bomb from Wilson. Hell, the first play would be awesome.
Love it. 60-yard
Jamar
TD first play.
Yeah, that'd be great. Jamar Chase, is it really any question that he's the number one, if not the number one receiver in the NFL? With the Burrow and like Jefferson, yes, is up there, but like I think with the quarterback and receiver duo, I think they're just better at the together. So Jamar Chase, 6 receptions or more, I like that. Mike Evans, I mean, he's clear cut wide receiver 1 right now. With Godwin being injured and the rookie, I think he's going to be the guy that Baker looks to early and often. Amon-Ra St. Brown, again, clear-cut wide receiver 1. I feel like 5 receptions for a receiver 1, the 200-yard mark for the quarterbacks. It's just like if you're the wide receiver 1, you should be, unless you're A.J. Brown, you should be getting 5 receptions a game.
It's interesting because the number of receptions is always weird. Like especially for Mike, he has many games where he has like 3 catches, 90 yards, and that's it. So It's an interesting thing on the catches. But I hear you, right? Like you should want to target him early and often for sure.
And then Devontae for me, I think with Puka, I felt like 5 was a little bit much. I know it's only 1 difference, but I like Devontae in his Rams day. I would have went 5 if Stafford was for 100% going, but not knowing who the quarterback's going to be, I went with 4 there.
Okay, I like it.
So that's my receiving parlay.
I'm not gonna lie. On my other screen, I'm bringing it up because I want to tail something like this. So I'm gonna get it in before we get going. But I like it so much, I'm gonna tail it. Absolutely.
And then I went with running backs here. I tried to go safe. I feel like it's safe. I checked out some of the I know what you're looking at. It is what it is. It's something that's hit in the last 10 games, so I had to do it. I checked to see what has happened. I'm very into things that happen every week. Consistency is what I look for. Jonathan Taylor, I think 50 yards for him with Daniel Jones and not really knowing what we're getting from him. He has a great career in Indianapolis. I hope he can revitalize his career. But Jonathan Taylor, week 1, 50+ yards. Go. I think that's a gimme. Bucky Irvin, I mean, he just took over the show there last year for you guys. Clear-cut RB1. I know you guys got, Tucker and White as you're splitting your RB2 there. But I don't think they see the field much more
We'll
than
have to see. Bucky's got to stay healthy. You know, he's a smaller guy, but he was pretty healthy last year. So we'll have to see how it rolls out for him. Absolutely. I get worried, but I'm a huge Bucky fan. I'm a huge Bucky fan.
I know this falls into receptions, but he is a running back. So I put him in this one. He averages, I mean, not only do they not really have weapons other places, he's a great receiving back. So I went Alvin Kamara with 4+ receptions. I think the quarterback situation, I think they're being looked check down. So I think he gets 4 receptions there. Kyron Williams, the same reason I don't know who the quarterback is for the Rams today. I'm thinking it's going to be Garoppolo. So I like Kyron Williams to go off for probably 80, but I went with 50 here. And then Derrick Henry, it wouldn't give me the option. So I had to 50? Go with 60.
Really? 60 was the least you could go. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
They're like, no. This guy gets 60 in his sleep. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
All right, I get it.
60. So I had to go with 60 on this one. And
all right, makes sense.
So that's my running backs for this week.
Look, from an objectively appropriate place, this bet feels very safe to hit. Very safe to hit. I ain't tailing it, though. Fuck Alvin Kamara. Fuck the Saints. Ain't happening. Fuck them. Anyway. And then the last parlay. This one snuck in.
We believe in kickers. They are people too.
Exactly. Kickers are football players too. I love it.
So I put, a little $3 win 75 back on these kickers here. This is with pick 6 through DraftKings. Not sponsored. Absolutely would love to be. But we love DraftKings here. I got
Big
Boswell
DraftKings
kicking
fans,
for 7.5 points. I could see them getting stopped a few times by the Jets defense, kicking up 3 points, scoring a lot of touchdowns, getting those extra points. We love our McLaughlin here, 7.5. McPherson on the Bengals, they're going to be okay, 7.5. Cam Little kicked a 70-yarder in preseason. Are you kidding me? He has no problem putting it through the uprights. 7.5 points. Panthers, Jaguars. Maybe they stop him a few times, put up a few field goals. Ryland had to fill the spot, honestly. Not really sure. A lot of these kickers are set at 7.5. I've seen the name. He did a few good. He hit that a few times last year for me. And then Graham Gano, disrespect 5.5. Come on, but Giants homer. I took him 5.5.
No field goals. No field goals. We're kicking 6 extra points. Okay, Gano, 6 extra points. No field goals this year. No field goals. Put that shit in the end zone. I like it. I don't hate it. We'll cover what I did real quick. I did just a few less. I did less for sure. We'll jump into what I got going on right here. We'll zoom in right here. So I put together a little bit of a 5-piece here. So did the top of mine got cut off? Fuck. So the top got cut off apparently, which is really annoying. So the top one here is Neighbors for 100 yards. Okay, that's what the top one is. Neighbors at 100 yards.
I like it.
The next one is Jamar Chase at 100 yards. So we got the same, but I'm going a little bit higher.
Yeah.
And then I got Sterling Shepard sprinkled in here, 25 yards. I think we got to get him active, right, in the pass game. I think it's important. Ian Baker got that connection, that college connection.
He's back with you guys?
Yeah. Yep,
okay,
absolutely.
Yep. I like it.
They got that college connection. So, yo, what's up, Nate? How you doing? Super sorry. I'm working on taming down Nightbot. Nightbot is on high alert right now. Nightbot is out there getting everybody in the timeout zone. It got Bam Bam earlier. Nightbot got Bam Bam. Like, Nightbot is out there slanging timeouts. It's like, nope. Oh, man. So we're going to get that fixed. I also like Brian Thomas Jr. Chat, you talked about it a little bit earlier too. T-Law, you've got some weapons out there. I like what BTJ is going to be doing out there for the Jaguars. And then I like Garrett Wilson. I do like the 50-yard receivings for Garrett Wilson. I think there's something
that
Garrett
college
Wilson
connection.
I think he's got some he's pissed, like Aaron left him, hey man, we were going to do this thing and you left me.
Him and Fields played at Ohio State together. They have that.
Exactly.
So I like that.
I just think, man, this one's gonna be there. And then I got Martin Harrison Jr. also 50 yards. I think we're in total lockstep there. We think that they're gonna have to do something, and that's the one that I like here. So this is my little 6-piece that I got cooking up for the day. Big fan of that one. So let's here we go. And then
I think it's the same one.
It is the same one. Okay, so this is the one that. Okay, gotcha. So I must have copied and pasted the wrong dang thing. All right, so obviously I really stink at this. We'll get better at it. Here's my kickers one.
We didn't have preseason.
Yeah, no preseason.
We didn't have a preseason.
Yeah. No, we do everything in live. We do everything while it's live. So, and here are my kickers out here too. So I do think, again, I call it a low scoring game out there, like 10, 13, 16, 10, 16, 13 type game. I see that happening over there for the Patriots. So I'm hoping that we get like 3 field goals maybe out of the Patriots, Washington, I expect a lot of stops. Look, they're going to move the ball. It's hard to not get in field goal range these days when you've got Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaughlin, right? And you've got weapons, all right? But the Giants defense, what do? On 3rd and whatever down, they get after the quarterback. We talked about it already. So I'm fully expecting, some red zone stops, some big sacks happening. I like to see it. Give me them. Absolutely.
Big day. 51. Abdul Carter, yeah,
that's right. He's a rookie, right? Was he the 3rd overall pick? 2nd overall pick? What was he?
Yep, 3rd overall pick.
3rd.
Penn State, baby, gets first sack today.
Like it. Like to see that. I do think Chase will also kick some field goals, hopefully get some extra points in there too. I like to see the same thing out of both Pattinson in Miami. Like I said, I'm big on that Indianapolis defense. I think the defense is going to be there. And then same thing with Seattle. So these defenses have some bend but don't break style days. Force a lot of field goals, maybe some short field goals. I'm cool with it. Let's let these kickers light them up. Can't wait to see it. A little bet here, little 5-piece to bring back a little 60. So we'll see what happens. Right. And then let me see if I can get my other. I had another parlay that I was trying to bring up, and it wouldn't.
This DraftKings.
This is the pick 6. Yep. Oh no, one of them was just a 5-piece where I just dropped. Oh no, this is the right one. Here it is. I got you. This is what I was supposed to show you guys earlier. I'm super sorry. All right, now this one may or may not be okay, but it's we'll see what happens here. Let me get rid of this. This is the one I was supposed to paste yesterday, and I accidentally pasted twice. The same one twice. So like I said, hard to contain Jaden Daniels. I think he rushes for 40 yards. It's a modest amount. Giving him his credit. He's going to run around. He's going to break a play down.
Fuck his credit.
Fair enough. Avert your eyes, close your ears. I get it. Not a popular one here, but I like it for 40. I like Chase Brown going for 60 or more yards. Give me Ashton Genty for 100 yards on the ground. JT running all over that Miami defense. And give me Justin Fields with also 40 or more yards. This is another one that we got riding. This is the other 5-piece that I have.
100 yards for the rookie?
Oh yeah. Ashton Genty going nuts in New England. Going nuts. We're talking Adrian Peterson, number 2, the second coming. The second coming of Adrian Peterson. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking forward to today.
Hopefully early year Peterson.
Right. Yeah. Early. Yeah. You remember his rookie season? He took it by storm. It was insane. He was so good. So that's what I'm talking about there.
Good luck to that one.
Yeah. And there's our bets. There's everything that we got for the week. That's all that we got. We got this. This is a nifty little super whiteboard thing that we've got. So shout out to the whiteboard. Let's get into some questions. Let's get into our ending segment, last 2-minute drill. I guess we'll call it the 20-minute drill maybe. We had some questions out there. So thank you so much for those of you that were hanging around. And oops, I closed something I didn't want to
Also,
close.
if you have any last-minute questions, now's your time to get them in.
That's true. Any questions out there? Go ahead and pop them on in. But let's go ahead and I'm going to bring these up over here. So the first question that we had was, let me do this thing real quick here.
Do you know we are 20 minutes for the first NFL pre-game shows of the year? I am excited.
We're 20 minutes away, huh? 20 minutes away. Gotta love it. Okay, so Matthew, you asked earlier. I got 2 flex PPRs. Who should you play? Jameson Williams, Jalen Warren, or Jalen Waddle? That is interesting.
I'm going Jameson Williams and Jalen Waddle.
Interesting. You don't like Jalen Warren for the Steelers against that Jet defense, huh?
I think there's a lot of questions on who the true RB1 is going to be in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's
They
fair.
drafted a rookie. They drafted that rookie, and yeah, I think Jamison Williams is proven. He came on at the end of he had a lot of things going on in the early. But once he started getting going, I think him and I think him with that Detroit offense is going to be big. And then Jalen, like I said earlier, when Tua, Hill, and Waddle are all healthy, man, that offense is tough to stop. So for this week 1, I like Williams and Waddle.
Interesting. I'm gonna look. I think Waddle's the clear-cut choice in one of those for sure. And then to me, I like a Warren a little bit more. A little bit more proven, established players. You know how old Aaron is with the rookies. You know, he hates to give them playing time and all that other nonsense. So it feels to me like it might be a little bit of a Warren has a slight edge over Williams. Plus the fact that I think the Titans secondary is just no good. And I hate to just, I don't know. All right, that's enough. There we go. There you go. So definitely Waddle, and then the other one, we're split. We're split. Do I start Sutton or Tet McMillan? Who the fuck is Tet McMillan? Why am I so out of this? Is this some rookie that I don't know about? Tet McMillan.
So he's the new Malik Neighbors for the Carolina Panthers. He's the
he's a Panther.
The number 1.
Oh, a Panther.
So
that's why.
Right. Objectively speaking, I'm still going Sutton. Minus my hate. I just think that he's proven. Him and Nix have that a year under their belt already. Now come back to me in a few weeks. I just don't know what McMillan's providing for the Panthers at this moment. If you're looking, I'm just looking for what I know. I think Sutton and Nix have that chemistry. 3 preseason games that they didn't even realize isn't enough time for McMillan and Young for me to go with McMillan at this point.
Look, it is what it is. What am I going to do, right? I can't ever tell you in good conscience to start a fucking Carolina Panther. So the objective reasons that Bam Bam outlined for you sound great to me.
Before we get to the other ones, I'm going to jump into this one. What about Jawan Jennings for 50 yards? I think that's kind of a no-brainer. He was the guy last year when everybody was injured or whatever. And then, so for me, that's definitely one I would be spamming on a parlay if I had to choose. And then down here, Travis Hunter or Jawan Jennings. We don't know what we're getting with Travis Hunter. Is he playing 50% of the snaps, 80% of the snaps on offense? Jawan Jennings, he's going to be out there every field. So for me, Jawan Jennings is the start there.
Brock Purdy. What else you got to say about that? You know what I mean? That's it. I'm with you on that. Absolutely. I think he goes for 60 or 70 today against a rough Seattle defense out there. Absolutely. So yes, and yes. Come on. T-Dax, do you watch football? Were you watching that shit? Come on, man. Spit on the ground. If somebody spits on the ground in your general direction, do you spit on them or spit on the ground? Come on. I spit on the ground too. Right on top of it. I don't spit on the person.
Spit on the ground and then gave him one of these numbers.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. So then if you're Jalen Carter, you spit on the ground too and then give him another one of these numbers, like
I get it. It was a bonehead move.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say that it wasn't provoked.
Oh, 100% it was provoked. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, Dak's
but
playing innocent.
You got to have it.
Oh, I just spit. I didn't even know he was standing there. Bullshit. You knew, Dak. You knew.
Yeah. But don't get me wrong. 6 seconds in the game, you wait 6 months to play again. Like, you can't do that.
Right. You just can't do it. You can't do it. Look, Dak outsmarted Jalen Carter? Yeah, sure did. He's like, hey, look, you're pretty good at this game. You're going to fucking run around over here. Maybe if you're not playing, I'm going to have a better day. And I think he did have a better day because of that. So we will see.
So Firefighter asks, DK, Higgins, Ibuka, Waddle. Need 2 to start. It's a PPR. I'm
DP Firefighter. Let's see.
I'm assuming that everybody in chat knows what PPR is, but for those who may not, they're just here to watch because we're so damn entertaining. That means points per reception. So every time a receiver catches the ball, you get 1 extra point added on that receiver got for the catch. So for that reason alone, I'm going to go with DK because he's the clear-cut wide receiver 1. And then it comes down to your backup receivers at that. So Higgins and Waddle, we know what we're getting, and then Ibuka is the rookie for the Buccaneers.
Starting
So,
slot, starter slot.
yeah, is he slot receiver? So who's your second?
He may slide out there. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Sterling Shepard is probably going to start on the outside. We'll see.
For me this week with
He can play all
matchups,
the
it's
positions.
DK.
We'll see.
It's DK and Higgins. I think I've been hitting it hard early and often. I think the Bengals are going to just score pretty much every time they have the ball.
Yeah, that's definitely not a bad choice. I like Higgins and Ibuka. Not gonna lie, and I'm a little homer of a pick. I totally get that, but I've hammered him in daily fantasy. Right, I've got him in parlays. Like I think Ibuka is gonna show up and be like, "Hey, another Ohio State wide receiver here. Right, here's why we're good."
Okay.
So I'm kind of leaning towards that, but I get it. Not a lot of objectivity to mine either. You know, not a lot of objectivity.
It's just, I mean, I get it because last year I would have done the same thing with neighbors. It just for me, I need to go with people who I've seen perform, and I hope by week 3 or 4 I'm hitting that Ibuka, every week. But for me, I need to go with the people I know have done it and can do it. And I'm not saying Ibuka can't do it and won't do it. It's just I'm going with DK and Higgins because I know they can.
They definitely can if Aaron Rodgers is.
Yeah.
Moving on, we've got next one up: Metcalf or Purcell, flex full PPR, full PPR.
Going Metcalf. You can't when you give me a wide receiver 1 versus a wide receiver 2 or 3. I'm always going to go wide receiver 1. He's going to get the targets. He's
probably the same thing. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, also to take away from Jennings and Kittle,
right?
And
that run game, which they're going to lean on heavily. Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm just going Metcalf heavy here.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And Aaron just can't stand that if they're running first offense, he's going to want to throw it a lot. Right?
And he wants to destroy the Jets. I don't care if it's if it's 35-14 in the fourth quarter. We're still going to see Metcalf out there. We're still going to see Rodgers. They're going to want to score every time they get the ball. Not saying they will.
I agree. Right.
But they're going to want to.
Right. I'm sure.
I mean, every team wants to score every time they get. I mean, that's. I mean, it's stupid, right? Every team wants to score every time they get the ball. But this week, Rodgers and the Jets, like, there's storyline for both ways, right? The Jets 100%. Want to show why they were okay with getting rid of them. Fields wants to show them why they should have kept them. Like,
absolutely. 100%. That is both of those two storylines. It's personal to each of those two quarterbacks. It has to be. It absolutely has to be. Have you seen the merch? Have you seen the merch? Have you seen the merch? Have you seen it, T-Dats? We do have merch.
We will get to that before we head out.
Absolutely.
Maybe we do a duck race or some kind of a thing to get something away. Maybe.
I think that at some point in time we will consider those things. That's for sure.
But Omega, yes. Jacksonville's defense versus the Carolina Panthers, or Steelers defense versus the Jets. I like the Steelers versus.
Give me Jacksonville's defense. Absolutely. Yep.
With who?
I don't think.
Who do they have? Who name 3 players on the Jacksonville's defense?
I'm gonna do you one better. Bryce fucking Young on the other side. That's what they got. They got Bryce Young on the other side. Absolutely. Look, Justin Fields did not turn the ball over a lot. Justin Fields will not turn the ball over a lot. Okay, that defense is going to probably not get a lot of sacks. It's going to get out of a lot of sacks. But we're talking about Bryce Young. That dude holds the ball for 10 years. He drops back and he's like, what's going on? Sack. That's what I'm talking about here. I'm looking at the matchup. I'm not looking at like who Jacksonville is on defense. Could I tell you 3 people on Jacksonville's defense? Of course I could. I've done my research. I know what's going on. Am I going to? No. I will not be disrespected like that right here on a Sunday morning. Absolutely not. I know these things.
Yeah, of course. I know that people in chat don't know, so I wanted you to give great insight on why Jacksonville. That's all.
It's all about Bryce Young. It's all about Bryce Young. Poor decision making, lack of offensive talent for the Panthers. That's what it's all about. You need predictions. T-Dats would like us to predict AFC and NFC championship predictions, as well as the Super Bowl winner. Wow. I mean, this is easy. It's easy. You want me to go first, or would you like to go?
Well, I've already kind of gave away my AFC side.
That's true. You did.
I
That's
already
true.
I already said that today's matchup is a preview of 4 months from now. I think the Bills and the Ravens will meet up again. I think it'll be in Baltimore. I have Baltimore only losing like twice or 3 times this year. So I have them being the first seed hosting the playoffs. I think the Ravens and the Bills will meet up again down the road when it matters a little bit more. I have the Ravens winning that game. I think they will be in the. I think they is it in Vegas this year or wherever the Super Bowl is this year. That's who will be being the AFC's person. And then in the NFC, like I said earlier, if you were here, this is why you need to be here for this. What they were able to do last year with all the injuries, and I know we've been hitting them hard for the last 2 seasons. If they can just stay healthy, I don't see why the Lions can't get to the NFC Championship this year. Who they play, I haven't really got that far. I don't think the Eagles are back from what I've seen in week 1 against the I just don't think that they make it back to the NFC Championship game. But I think the Lions, and I'm going to go Rams.
Lions and Rams, good defensive squads. Absolutely interesting. All right, you got Lions, Rams, Bills, Ravens, and then who do you think wins the Super Bowl? Who do you think? Who do you think? What is the Super Bowl and who wins it? Let me know who you got.
It's Ravens, Lions.
Ravens, Lions. Okay.
Obviously we're week 1, right? All teams are healthy-ish,
Right.
I think the Lions.
Lions over Ravens. Wow. Massive predictions here. Massive predictions here. Well, I'd be lying to tell you that if I didn't do some bets that line up similar to that, and pretty simple. Really simple. I do have 3 teams in the AFC Championship. T-Dats, I hope this works for you. But 3 teams that I've bet on, right? I have bet on various combinations of the Bengals, the Ravens, and the Bills. I think those are the three tops. So if I'm going to lock it in right now, I'm going to tell you
the Bengals.
That the Bengals over the Bills in the AFC Championship game. All right. In the NFC Championship game. What's that? Yeah, their defense has to play. Yes. Yeah, if their defense can be like mediocre, right? That offense is so good. They just need
your offense
mediocre
can't score 40 points a game.
Right. Exactly. If their defense could hold people to 25, they might score 30 every game. So it's definitely a possibility. Yeah. So they just got to play better and be fairly mediocre, middle of the pack, I've already done a lot of T-Dats. I've done a bunch of these. I've got a bunch of them out there. I have a bunch of futures.
We're not saying anything we haven't put our money where our mouth is. These bets have already been.
Absolutely. We can't get to the championship game because we lost the offensive defensive coordinator last year. Oh, Ray Rock, are you Lions fan? Well, we had lots of Lions fans in the chat. I disagree with you.
That doesn't matter.
I disagree with you. I think you will get there. Or maybe Ray Rock might just be parroting what the media says, and all these people in the media think that Lions stink and put a fork in them and they're done.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Haven't the Buccaneers had a different offensive coordinator every year for the last 3 years?
Yes, exactly. Every year, we come in and our guy gets promoted every year. So that's why I'm a little hesitant on what we think we're gonna do. We have another first-year play caller.
Did the Eagles just win the Super Bowl with new play callers?
Yeah, maybe but that the staff has been there, the nucleus is there, right? Things like that. So that's exactly why I believe that we will host the NFC Championship game. Detroit will come down from the north. Nice, beautiful weather in Tampa. It's going to be a fantastic game where Tampa runs roughshot 35-15 all over the Detroit to take us right into the Super Bowl. And boom is where we meet the Bengals, and we beat the Bengals because guess what? They can't play defense. So I'm banking that our defense is as good as people said it is. I bought into the hype. Look, the last 3 days, I've been reading all the articles, figuring out the hype. Our defense is going to be number 1. We're going to lead the league in sacks. We're going to have all the interceptions. Our defense is going to be crazy. So yeah, of course. Did I make a bet on that? Absolutely. Are the odds plus 30,000? Of course I did. If that happens, am I going to pay off my house? Yes, obviously. Obviously. But you know, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's cool. It's good. Everything's great. Everything's great. But no, I do think we have a chance. We have a real shot. If it's just a matter if our defense actually can play the way that people say that they can play. The problem is Todd Bowles' scheme sucks. We blitz too much for my liking.
I mean,
Baker Mayfield
getting out of your
never
division
going to win the
already,
big game. You know, that's my problem.
You're already making playoffs because your division's trash, right? So you're already
Right.
in the playoffs.
Right.
Now you're there. You're dancing. Why not, right?
Anything can happen. I agree. Anything can happen, right? We've got a nucleus of folks that have won a championship already, right? Which is more than we can say for most of the NFC teams that'll be there. So it's a possibility, but I don't know. I like Bengals over Detroit. You know that if I'm making my final, it's Bengals over Detroit, and Detroit probably beating either the Commanders or the Eagles in the NFC Championship game. That's kind of where I'm at. That's kind of where I land. And then
both would be first time Super Bowl winners. I like it. You know.
Yeah, I do. I think Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow's is that good. He's that guy.
They've been there.
So, yeah.
You know, they were there, 3 years ago? They've gotten their taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But don't sleep on my Bucks. That's all I'm saying. Sleep on my Bucks. If we can fucking play defense, be an insane thing.
With that being said, do we have any more questions? Was that it?
I think that's all the questions we've seen. We're ready. We're an hour away from kickoff. We're an hour from kickoff. Air's electric. We're ready. Oh my God.
We want to show the shirts one last time.
Sure, we do have new merch. Feel free to check it out. We've got new merch out there. By the way, there's some Channel Point redemptions out there. If you've been watching along and you'd like to see us make a mocking shirt of your favorite team that you hate to mock on, let us know. Drop it in, and there's some Channel Point
appropriate, of course. It's got to be appropriate.
Absolutely, yeah. We're not gonna make crazy shirts. Yeah. We have overriding. About the hot dog infographic you posted in Discord. Oh boy. If you've got channel points, first of all. Second of all, it would be I don't even see where you posted something. I don't even see it.
All I know is if we're not doing the sexy Dexy at least 6 times today, I'm gonna be very.
What is the sexy Dexy? Is that Dexter Lawrence thing?
Yeah. Forget the gritty. The new thing is got to be the sexy Dexy.
Sexy Dexy.
If we go plus 500, I will do the sexy Dexy on stream at the end of the year. 9 games. I know.
Okay. What are you committing to? What's going on? What the fuck is the sexy Dexy? First of all,
it's a dance that Dexter Lawrence does every time he gets a big sack.
Okay, got it. All right, got it. So what needs to happen to get you to do this dance on stream?
The Giants finish 900 above 500.
Above 500. Clip it, chat. Clip it right now. When the Giants finish above 500 and win the division, thank you for my bet. That happens, we will get a live Bam Bam Sexy Dexy on stream right now.
I have a parlay that they provided. The Giants go 3-2 in the first 5 weeks.
Okay. We like it.
Was that you?
Nightbot, no.
Oh, Nightbot did it again.
Nightbot's getting everybody. Nightbot is clipping everybody. It's the price of a hot dog? It's just the price of the hot dog. That's all that it is. Okay. All right. I mean, so it's very expensive in the Bill Stadium. It's very cheap in the Falcon Stadium, apparently. Very cheap, apparently. Interesting.
But with that being said, I'm ready to go watch. So unless we got a giveaway to do or something to say,
I think we're good. We're wrapping it up. Keep an eye out. Make sure you hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. There will be giveaways throughout the year as we get into this. Absolutely. But this was our kickoff show, our inauguration show. We are letting everybody know that we are here. We are back. We are ready to go. We are excited. So make sure you're following along. Bet responsibly.
Yeah, definitely get in Discord because not every week, but we might randomly go live on a. It's definitely not a given. We may never go live on a Thursday, but we might here and there.
Exactly.
So I would love to see you guys there when we do. But we will definitely be back next Sunday, 10 a.m. to discuss how well we did, how terribly we did. Do we know what we're talking about? Do we, are we the best at what we're doing? Find out next Sunday.
Obviously, yes. Like without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, I mean,
why watch anybody else? What's up, Tappan? What's up?
All right, guys, in caps.
Play
Okay,
Ridley,
you got last one.
Odunze,
But-
or Tillman in your
Or
flex.
Cedric Tillman. I'm not touching a bear at all. So Ridley is like I've hammered it home. You got to go wide receiver 1. He's the option. So Ridley for me.
I'm with you on that too. I think Ridley is just will have more chances for points overall, even if especially if it's PPR, even if it's not PPR.
I
think
mean, I know
Ridley's
I've slandered him, but on all seriousness, that young quarterback's going to try to hit his veteran early and often.
Yeah.
You got to go to the proven guy. So
He's going
I'm
to try.
going,
He's going to try.
Yeah.
Right. That's the thing.
I'm going to
There
go.
will be
I'm
trying.
going Ridley. Not
I
only that,
agree.
Ridley can turn a 5-yard catch into an 80-yard touchdown. So,
Yeah, we'll see.
Ridley
See if he still got it. We'll see. But
the only reason I would touch Tillman is because, like I said, they're going to be passing to get back into.
yeah, that's possible, right? Same thing with Odunze. I mean, Odunze is a clear-cut number 1 too for the Bears. We got a lot of Bears hate going on today, so we'll have to see. But all right, I
it's
think
been
that
fun.
wraps it up for us. We appreciate y'all for hanging out, watching, chilling, all the follows, everything out there. Absolutely. Go enjoy. Take care. Take care. Ridley's going to have at least 6 catches. That's fair. It's fair. Definitely 6 targets. So
that's 6 points right there.
could be. It absolutely could be. So, yep. Good luck to everybody out there. Bet responsibly, and we will see you next week. All right, we're out. Bye.
Thanks for rolling with the squad today. Smack Talk crew, y'all paid the way. From hot takes to racks, we chase y'all brought fine, now clear the place. We ride with the chat, we vibe with the picks, we roast bad calls and we drop those clips. SST out, you will be back. Next week's slate, let's run it back. Well,